Huh, weird. YouTube is not letting me edit my fucking information. What is the deal? Alright, well, there's the camera. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. That's fucking strange. Did they change the rules for being allowed to stream or what? That's fucking making me frustrated. So many hours, so many trees. Okay. Help. Reddit. I don't know what is going on, but okay. I don't know what in the hell. So in order to change this, I had to start streaming. I don't know what the fuck. Alright, well, that's what we're going to call it. I'll have to add these later. But these are my blueprints. I've added them to the blueprint fucking paste bin or whatever. Essentially, I was trying to... Fuck, this is very frustrating. I was trying to add guns to my game. What in the fuck is going on? Alright, well, okay. And essentially when you'd like to, you can shift between first and third, kind of first and third person character mode, or up close or whatever, right? And I've also got it set up so that you can carry a gun, but as you see that, it like clicks, it gets weird. I don't know what's going on, right? So when I'm in gun mode, it does this weird shit. And the camera goes all fucking goofy and crazy, and you can't see my guy worth a shit. And then when I go out of gun mode, works just fine. Put it in first person mode and out of gun mode, it works just fine. So I'm trying to figure out what in the actual fuck is going on with this damn game. So in my first person character settings, I've got it so that when you hit 1 or 2, it changes between an axe and a gun. I run these as custom events because I want to be able to trigger them with a couple of different buttons, right? Now, it checks to see if you're in the axe mode, if you're not in third person, right? Which happens over here. I'll show you. But if you're not in third person, right, it changes it so that you are in first person, or you are in third person, and it sets the variable in first person to being off. Then if you switch over here, you hit 2, you change to gun, checks, make sure you got the gun as your weapon, sets fucking, makes sure that if you're in third person right now, that it changes your perspective over to first person view, and then it sets your first person view variable to true. Okay, seems all straightforward enough. Then we get up here to this clusterfuck. Now again, since I wanted to reference it from a few different buttons, I changed camera perspective into being a custom event. That way you can call it from, you know, down over there or from the button. Change camera perspective shifts you over to being into first person essentially. And you know, it checks, it says, are you going to third person view? If you are, fucking puts you in third person view. If you're not, puts you in, it, you know, it puts you in first person view. Okay, and then it has this little timeline, you know, play reverse from end, so it changes it back and forth and whatnot. You get a lerp transform and solid relative transform, and everything seems to work just fucking fine when I don't have the gun. When I don't have the gun, okay, it works just fine. And I set it to not being in first person or third person over here when you go into first person. This, when you go into third person, it sets it up so you are in third person, right? And all this works just fine. If you watch up here in the notes, when I shift over to that, it says you're in first person. Hello, third person. Hello, third person. Ooh, did we just fucking figure it out while we were live streaming? Shouldn't this be printing out? No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, so you're not in third person, this is in first person. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. When I go over to the animation blueprint and go to the animation graph, I'm following fucking YouTube tutorials, you know, okay? When I can change the settings on my description, I'll set it up. But when I set it up how it was before I started doing this gun business, right? Just here to here to here, and compile and play. When I shoot myself over to first person mode, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal. See? So I know the problem is somewhere in that animation graph, because this is changing between gun and not gun. But of course I took it off so it no longer animates. So that's not gun, that's gun. Not gun, that's gun. And then just to show again in perspective, when I set this up how it was, I fall from the sky, and I got a wagon coming. Hi, wagon. Alright, that's never not fun. That's fun every time. So I'm in not gun mode, now I'm in gun mode. You see, not gun mode. Here we're over the shoulder like we're supposed to be. Here we're over the shoulder like we're supposed to be. Gun mode, we're like right in the fucking middle. And the guy goes all over the crazy hell place. I don't know what's going on. So, anybody watching this who can help me figure out what in the hell is going on, I would be most obliged. And just so you can see where I'm at, viewport wise, you know, this is how my cameras are set up. First person camera, the camera boom, you know, they're all kind of separate. Just curious if that is because they're not part of the mesh that they're doing weird shit. Do I have to make them part of my static mesh? First person works good. Gun still does crazy shit. So yeah, no, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. Still doing crazy shit. So like I said, I will post in the description below links to these blueprints, because I know, like, when I show you here, that's not, you know, fucking enough to actually look at and see what did I do wrong. I'm sure it's somewhere in this animation graph or blueprint. I just don't know where. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it won't work, but I'm very frustrated. Thanks for watching. Hit me in the comments or on Reddit. I'll link to the Reddit post as well in the description.